Hello my flowery friends, it's October and it's cool enough to sow those cool hardy annuals like sweet peas. So there are two times that you can sow sweet peas, and it's in autumn and spring, but my preference is always to do them in autumn and now, and that's because I'm using winter as a time to build up that rootstock to give a really good, strong, healthy plant that's going to put on lots and lots of flowers, whereas the ones in springtime, they won't be as big and bulky, so you're not going to get as many flowers. So it's all about building up rootstock. So the first thing that I do is I soak my sweet peas overnight because they've got quite a thick casing on the pea, and you don't have to do this. You can just pop them in the soil, but it just takes a bit longer. This is just basically making it happen, make the germination happen a bit faster so the little seedling can sprout out through that thicker casing. So I just soak them overnight. There is another reason why I soak them overnight, and you can quite clearly see here, is it's a bit like ranunculus. They are quite dehydrated, so you want to plump them up and get them all unctuous, ready for shooting out those fat stems. So the one on the left is one that's been soaked overnight, and the one on the right is obviously dried as it's come in the packet. So here is an example of when you have soaked the seed, and can you see the little white line there? It's just that's where it's going to sprout out from. So it's softened it up so nicely that it's just accelerated the process of splitting that hard casing just to let the little sprouts out. So I'm going to fill up my 9cm pot with soil, and I use 2 pots. So this is the pot that I use in springtime because spring is fast turning around, so you don't need them in the pot so long, so you can literally pot them up, get them strong, and then the weather's good enough, you can get them out into the ground. So it's a really quick turnaround, whereas the 9cm pot is much bigger, and actually the plants can last really well over winter, building up that really big root structure inside the pot. So I'm going to use my 9cm pot for this, and I'm literally just going to fill this up. So I've got my seeds. I'm just going to put 4, 1 in each corner, and pop that down inside the soil like so, and just give it a little top up just to cover them over, and that's it, job done. After the sweet peas are all potted up, I'm going to keep them on my top shelf, and I'm going to keep a dome on top of them, and the only reason why I'm keeping a dome on top of them is because of mice. So like I said, with ranunculus and anemones, sweet peas are really attractive to mice, and they think it's Christmas Day and they will just eat all of those peas up, and you would have wasted a lot of money. So I protect mine by just keeping this dome on top and just let them sprout on. So they're in a nice bright sunny area, and surprisingly it's October and it's 37 degrees in here, and the windows open, so are the doors, and it's nice and warm and bright. Once the plants have sprouted and have got a good bit of green growth on them, I'm going to take the dome off because then they will be okay, the mice won't come and eat them then. And I will just look after them over winter, water sparingly, and then in March I'm going to plant them out, but use frost cloth to protect them from frost. Even though they're really hardy plants, I'm just going to put a bit of frost cloth over just to protect them. So I've just got a few more 100 sweet peas to sow, and that will be the sweet peas done for next year. See you again soon. Bye.